Hey everybody, it's Brianna. It is Beta Day 16. It's April 16th, and today, as promised, I'm doing a review on my Fitbit Flex. Now, if you guys have seen any of my other videos or pictures of me recently, I wear this on my non-dominant hand. I am left-handed. Little FYI about me. So I wear this on my non-dominant hand, and right now I have it in the orange. I actually originally bought it in the slate blue, and you can change out the bands. So this is my review. I'm going to kind of take you through the Flex step by step, and then I'm going to give you my own pros and cons, kind of what I use it for and who I think it might be useful for. Because these activity devices are super popular, they're kind of gaining in popularity, and I think over time we'll see that there are actually better versions that are coming out. Um, the only other Fitbit that I have had before is the Fitbit Zip, and I got this on, oh, it came out. I got this on like accidental clearance at Target, and the reason that I say that is because these are still sold for about $60. It's a different version, and I got it on clearance. It's a little, I called him my little guy. The battery has since died. It comes with like a little clip hook. For females, you can put this, you're supposed to hook it on the middle of your bra. This is one of the reasons why I upgraded. Or you can put it in your pocket. This basically tracks your steps, and then it has like a little face and distance and stuff. And you tap it by like, you wake him up by like whacking him basically. And then there's like a little face that comes out. If you're doing not so great that day, like let's say you're having a very inactive day, he comes out and he has like a little tongue sticking out at you. That's our, he has happy face. He has super happy face. I got rid of this because I kept forgetting to put it on. And if you are wearing dresses or things like that in the summer, or if you're somebody like me, if you dress up, say to go to, I don't know, go do something, and then you come home and you switch into your pajamas, but you're still walking around the rest of the day, something like this, you have to keep switching it every outfit that you change. And for somebody like me, if I was going to the gym in the morning or doing my workout in the morning and then switching into regular clothes, say to go teach or to go have a meeting with a client in person, and then I was also coming home and getting back into my pajamas or, just lounge around or whatever, this guy had to go several different places and it was annoying. So we upgraded. I got this when I got pregnant to motivate myself to stay active. That's what most people use it for. It tracks your steps, and it also has the ability to track your sleep. When you take it out, so this is the band itself, and it's adjustable. I am a size small. It does have a large version, and you use this little metal clip to kind of hook up into um, the different lengths. It is a little bit hard at first to get it clipped on there, but it stays on pretty well. I haven't had a problem with it coming off. This is your Fitbit that's in there. This is your little device thing. Okay, now I'm tapping it. So when you tap it, this one has 5 lights, and it counts your steps. So as you see the lights light up during the day, each light represents 2,000 steps. See, I put him to sleep right now. This has become a problem. You have a sleep mode. You're supposed to tap it 6 times, and this is one of my complaints. It's hard to get it in and out of sleep mode for me. Okay, so you have a sleep mode and you have a walking mode. This sleep mode tracks your movement when you're asleep, so you can wear the wristband to bed. Each light on this, it has 5 lights, represents 2,000 steps. So once you hit 10,000 steps, your little Fitbit will like vibrate on you, and like the lights will kind of dance, and it's kind of like your woohoo moment. I hit 10,000 steps today. So that's always good. It does not have a way to see your steps specifically unless you hook it up to the app, or unless you put it in this USB cord that it comes with to hook it up. And you can also charge it from your computer. That's the only way you can charge it, which is kind of a downside. So you charge it from your computer's USB port and you put it in here to charge. And you have to also, if you don't have an app that's compatible, for example, when I was on my iPhone 4, it would not link up with my Fitbit Flex. So I had to use the old school way, which is to use the little Fitbit that goes in your USB, and then these two will communicate with each other. So you can sync it on the website, you can sync it on the app. Most people have a phone that's up to date enough to sync on the app. Okay, so this little guy goes in here. It's like water resistant, so you can take a shower with it. I take my band off when I take a shower, but pretty much I leave it on all the time. I'm trying to get it out of sleep mode. The good part of this, if you're somebody, it wasn't until I started using the Fitbit that I realized that the days that I was home doing client calls for my health coaching, I realized that I was sitting pretty much in this very spot much of the day on those couple of days a week that I do client calls. Now, this really kind of just serves as a tool. It's like any other tool in your toolbox. It makes you more cognizant of what you're doing, and for a lot of people can help you get more motivated to be active during the day. So one of the things that I learned from one of my mentors is to actually do calls while I'm walking around my house, or often I'll step out the back door that's right here and walk around my backyard while I'm on the phone, or I'll go to the front yard and walk around. So I'm just kind of wandering around while I'm talking to my clients and getting our calls done. That helped me be more active. What I do like about it is that the app for this syncs up with MyFitnessPal. So if you are tracking and logging your weight or your food somewhere else, they can kind of communicate with each other, and it helps adjust your calories for the day. That being said, I feel personally that unless it's more structured exercise time, I don't, if I happen to hit my 10,000 steps, I'm not adding extra food on program to compensate for that. That is a good, healthy amount of activity, and I think that's kind of what we should all be shooting for. Unless you're somebody that has a very active job, I really don't recommend kind of adding extra things on program, even if you are walking a lot. The good thing is it does do its job. It is flexible. I do like having the option to change out the band colors, so you can order extra bands. The variety pack that my husband got me for Christmas was the orange, the teal, and I believe it's like a navy blue. So you can switch out the bands. I haven't looked up if you can clean the bands yet. Sometimes it does get a little bit dirty. I swear I'm not like a dirty person, but they get a little bit dingy around the edges, as you can see that right here. For me, I'm somebody that likes to stack bracelets, so it doesn't really bother me to have it on my wrist. And I usually, even if I'm dressed nicely, I'll still put this on most of the time, just because it doesn't really bother me. So the downside to this, if you are somebody that is doing workouts that are not primarily walking, jogging, or taking a lot of steps, this is not going to cut it as far as tracking your workouts. For somebody like me that was doing strength training, this doesn't count how many times you're lifting a weight, and it doesn't count the exertion or the calories burned during that time. I really advocate for people to have a heart rate monitor with a chest strap during your workouts, because MyFitnessPal, all the websites, they are either overestimating, underestimating. They overestimate on cardio, underestimate on weight training. So the best way to figure out is to really get a legitimate heart rate monitor. This is kind of more of a fun tool, something to get you active, something to motivate yourself that, you know what, I've spent, I don't know, 8 hours on the couch today. It might be time to get up and move my body or take a walk with the family. That's kind of what this has been for me. I know that there's other Fitbits that track the stairs climbed and elevation and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's fine. It doesn't. Again, it's not tracking a lot of your other types of workouts. So I think that it can be a bit limited in that sense. That being said, this has been a really great motivator to some of my clients to get active. A lot of you that are picking up walking or running on a daily basis, this is really great for tracking the distance. What else do I like about it or not like about it? I didn't think it was expensive at $100. I've had mine for over 8 months now because I got it shortly after I found out I was pregnant. So I really like having it. I think for some of you, it might surprise you how much you actually move during the day, and then some of you, it might surprise you how much you don't move during the day. So for me, example, it was an eye-opener that the days that I was doing client check-ins a couple of days a week, that I wasn't really, having the healthiest habit myself because I was sitting on the phone all day. So now I found a way to kind of incorporate a little bit more activity, get a breath of fresh air. When you work from home, it can be very kind of isolating. You can get used to just not being outside all day. And even though I have a window right here next to my desk, you need the sunshine, you need the vitamin D, you need to get outside sometimes. So that has been useful for me. What else do you guys want to know about this? Let me know in the links in the comments below, or go message me on Facebook. I'm happy to share any other questions that you guys have about it. Again, for you new moms, if you are burping your baby, this thing will think that you're hitting it to go to sleep, because you have to hit it 6 times to put it in sleep mode. So if you're burping a baby, like I was doing it the other day, yesterday, I had it on my wrist and I was burping the baby quite adamantly, because Gabriel, he needs a good fierce burp. That kid can really burp. So if you're hitting the baby and this kind of gets wind of that, it'll put itself into sleep mode, which can be kind of frustrating. So new moms just know about that, and of course it didn't bother me until it actually happened. I did during the pregnancy, I'm going to open up the app for you. I did like seeing the different steps and everything that I took. I don't know if it'll focus. It's not going to pick it up. All right. So we can't do a screenshot. It'll track your steps, it'll track your miles, it'll track how many minutes you were active. I'm not really quite sure what it takes to be considered active for them, because sometimes we go for a long walk and they're still not saying that I'm active. It'll estimate your calories burned. Again, I think it could be off. And if you're weighing in with it, it'll tell you how much, where you are weight-wise and how much you have to go. And how did you sleep, whether or not you were restless. I think I set a record one time during my pregnancy for being restless 22 or 23 times in the middle of the night. I'm not counting the 5 times that I was awake. So, all right, that's my Fitbit Flex. I think, $100 price tag, not a big deal. If you divide it up for all you people that buy clothes or go through this kind of method of shopping, if you multiply or divide the cost between how many times you're actually going to use it, and you just wear this every day, it comes out to be pennies a day, right? That's where my QVC skills are coming out. The cost per wear is very small when you consider that you're going to wear this. It does need to be recharged every few days, probably every 4 to 5 days. It's really not that big of a deal. Usually on the days it needs to be recharged, I will plug it in to my computer, and baby is calling, so I gotta go. All right, I'll do a part 2 if you guys have more questions. That's Fitbit. All right, get moving out there, and I'll see you for beta tomorrow.